Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley. We're here on your hometown station, KHTS AM 1220, bringing you the Neighborhood Watch every first and third Thursday of the month. We talk about all things law enforcement related in the Santa Clarita Valley, here with our very special guest, Deputy Josh Dubin of the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station Crime Prevention Unit.
Yes.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Now, you don't like our theme music. What do you suggest then? You got something?
I don't have anything.
I mean, we try to keep it law enforcement related here because we talk about
Right.
almost exclusively
No, I
Santa Clarita
understand.
Valley Sheriff Station.
I understand.
So.
I
know it's
we
a
need to have a
cops thing.
contest.
What are we going to do? Just open it up to suggestions?
Yes.
How are you going to get better than the cops theme song, though?
I know. That is a classic.
And it's uniform. Yeah, everybody knows it.
That is true.
The show's been on the air for like 30 years, right? I mean, it's been around a while.
Yes.
We need to do one on the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station. I don't think I've ever seen the Sheriff's Department in there. They do different PDs and not, you know. I'm all right.
So we're talking
Crickets.
about distracted driving.
Crickets. We're talking about Distracted
Crickets.
Driving Awareness
Crickets.
Month. And you were out there enforcing distracted driving awareness, right? Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station is, what, is it saturation patrols is the term? As far as when you step up enforcement like that?
Well, it's a distracted driving enforcement campaign. It's going on throughout the state of California.
Right. It's national, right? It's a national month.
Right. And, well, specifically during April throughout the state of California, we're really focusing, law enforcement is focusing on distracted driving. And when you think of distracted driving, you think of
Cell phones.
texting and cell phones and stuff like that. But it's not just that.
I watch Netflix while I drive sometimes.
That-
that's bad, right?
Yeah, that's bad.
That's
That's
a
a
don't.
That's a
on
don't.
the don't list.
You know, using your navigation system, watching Netflix,
Yeah.
grooming,
Grooming, while important, not while we're driving, right?
Grooming.
That's the message.
eating,
Kirsten
and you
putting
know
on makeup
those
in the
some of
car.
those things
Same.
aren't necessarily illegal by themselves, but
They're
if
just not safe driving.
It's not safe driving, and
Okay.
if it causes you to make hazardous movements or hazardous actions, then obviously law enforcement
You
will
could
be
get
out.
ticketed for that.
Right.
Like, so putting on your makeup, there's no law against that.
Right.
But if, it's causing you to swerve your car
You
and
know,
drive
and-
unsafely, then,
right.
you're breaking
Drive, in the opposite lane of traffic, run red lights, different things like that, then obviously, that's an issue.
Right.
And I think the purpose behind the whole campaign is obviously to increase awareness, safety, obviously. There's statistics that talk about distracted driving being just as dangerous as driving under the influence of
Right.
drugs or alcohol. So, distracted driving, obviously a major cause of automobile accidents. And with the increased use of cell phones in the recent years,
You know what? I'm just going to put this out there. The Bluetooth thing, it's legal to talk on the phone with the Bluetooth,
Right.
but
The
that
law-
can also be distracting.
well,
I mean-
yeah, but the law is hands-free.
Okay.
So, if you're able to...
Not look down at something.
Right. So,
Okay. Well,
anyways.
so good message to get out there. Do not just... And there's also a telecommunications person, law enforcement personnel.
right.
What is that?
This week, we're also recognizing and honoring our dispatchers. And that, again, is throughout the county here. LAPD was doing it. Sheriff's Department's doing it. Recognizing our telecommunicators and our dispatchers, the people that are behind the radio, the people that are answering the 911 calls. So we put some stuff on Twitter about that, and at LASDHQ put some stuff on Twitter about that. So we want to give a big shout out to all those people.
And those resources, they're like if I pick up the phone and dial 911, it's going to route me to the local station if I ask for a crime or a police unit.
That's a common question that,
I'm curious about that.
we get. It depends on what you call 911 from. If it's a landline phone in the Santa Clarita Valley, it will be routed to the sheriff's station, the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station, and somebody at our station will pick up the phone.
Okay.
Now, if you call from a cell phone, I don't know what the exact statistics are, but it's like a 50-50 shot that you'll either get the California Highway Patrol or you'll get our station.
Just based on where you are.
Depending on where you are and what cell tower it uses and different aspects like that. And again, I'm not a cellular expert by any means, but...
You're a social media boss.
well, I don't know about that either.
I've heard that term used in reference to Deputy Josh Dubin.
But, it's always good if you're calling from a cell phone or, your cellular device that your address or at least the intersection of where you're at. If you call from a landline phone, oftentimes the address will come up for the 911 dispatcher, which is very helpful.
Right.
But a cell phone, it does not work that way. So it's always good to know, your location, what part of the city you're in, what part of the county you're in, an intersection or an address or something like that. And then, through our 911 call takers and dispatchers at our station and at other sheriff stations, we're able to quickly connect you to, LAPD or the California Highway Patrol or the fire department in case of a medical emergency or a fire. So we're able to route those calls and dispatch them quickly. So.
And again, kind of staying with the theme of outreach, we talk, a tremendous amount about how much interaction you guys have with the community, and we also ask people to call in or give us questions, or they can always tweet at us using the hashtag KHTS 1220. And we've been asking for questions, and we have one that I want to address real quickly. Someone tweeted at us at SCV Tweets from SCV Talk tweets us. Curious about stats on overdose death by type of drug last year. And so for that, I know that's one thing that the sheriff's station, they have a specialty team, the J team,
right,
that basically focuses on that crime. And one of those, actually Detective Velick just gave a talk
from
the J team.
Absolutely, last night. And the juvenile intervention team focuses on juvenile narcotics, and narcotics-related crime, narcotics coming into the Santa Clarita Valley, specifically dealing with juveniles. And
one thing they've been, part of a contribution of the success. Can't necessarily say this is the one cause, but I'm sure it certainly helps. The Defiant program that they have. Sergeant Walksmith, I was talking to him, and he's integral into that J team. They had 16 deaths last year, in 2012. And that number was down to 4 overdose deaths last year. Easy for me to say, right?
You got tongue-tied.
I do, a little bit there. So we had a decrease of 12 overdose deaths. And looking at the numbers, last year it was 4 overdose deaths, and all of them were heroin-related, is what we have, and opiate-related. And so we had 1 non-opiate-related death last year, and then the year before it was methamphetamine, and then the year before that it was cocaine. But there was all the other deaths were opiate related. So primarily heroin and heroin derivatives, I'd imagine, are the biggest problem.
But 2012, 16, 2013, 4, obviously our goal, 0.
Right. So you're going to keep working on that. We have to take a quick break. We'll have Captain Roosevelt Johnson coming up soon. He's just finishing a coffee with the captain, and then he's going to call in. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back on the Neighborhood Watch on your hometown station, KHTS AM 1220.